Can y'all hear now? I just unmuted it. Y'all good?
I gotta check this out.
Nah, somebody just said they can't hear it.
Say they can?
Khan, he can hear us now.
Ooh.
All right, Shalom, Akim. Hey, little brothers.
You right here, right?
I'm gonna need y'all to slide over here, okay? Now you go. You watch Zach. I'm just gonna turn it. You good? I'm just gonna turn it this way a little bit.
You right here, right?
Yeah. All right. Who wanna open up?
I'm saying definitely do that. All right.
Oh yeah, come right. That shit crazy down there out there. Taking it into their own hands. I need some bread. I wish I could get out. I wish we could just
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We are the Hebrew Israelites coming out here to prophesy week in and week out the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom, this queendom known as America, also known as spiritual Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah, and all that wrapped up into one. We out here to tell y'all that y'all, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all the true people of the Bible, man, the Hebrew Israelites. We're also out here to tell you that the so-called white man, aka the red man, shit, the method man too, the method man of destruction, you know what I'm saying, that he's the Esau of the Bible. But first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who teach and rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing that rock amongst the four winds with truth and sincerity, man. Shalom.
Shalom. Hey, brother. So listen, I'm pretty sure y'all see what's going on in Israel right now, but prophecy is going out full effect. Man.
Hey, and it's playing out all over the planet, man.
So if y'all haven't seen what's going on over in Israel, you see the FJs out there persecuting the Palestinians, but the Palestinians are basically fighting back. All out war is officially broken out. You got the Palestinian civilian population out there shooting FJs on sight. You got Israeli soldiers kidnapping Palestinians and trying to sell them into slavery for 100 shekels, which is equivalent to $30. So that's how much they equate their lives. It's nothing, man. But we all know in the scriptures the Heavenly Father equates any other nation other than the children of Israel as nothing, man. So everything that's happening in that land right now is happening because the rightful people are not in their land. Because it says when the rightful people, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, the true people, Israelites, are in that land, there will be peace on earth, man.
That's right.
All right, so we're going to get into some scriptures. We're going to expound on that.
I was kind of lubed up. Just study. Say it too. Yeah. Say it again?
The heathen have part of my land.
So yeah, man, it's pretty much prophecy is the prophecies are speaking loud and clear, man. All right. Okay, we hear the
Got it, right? Oh yeah, I got it.
yeah, we hear the pretty much we're like spiritual news reporters, man. All right, all right. We're here to filter everything that's going on through the scriptures, man. All right, because the Lord said that this will happen. All right.
You said it talks about how the prophets came, they was afraid, they were speaking.
Have you come in peace?
Yeah. Grab that. I would say grab that just because it's going into, I would say, spiritual news on. But go, brother, just like
It's Joel 3 and 2. I will also gather all the nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. They have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
Hey, and that's what there's another one too. It says, I think it's in Joel.
That is Joel.
Okay. Yeah, so the Lord said, okay, the Lord is going to bring all the nations down into the Middle East, all right, to plead for his people. And when you go into the word plead, it means basically to kill, man.
Because right? The way the Heavenly Father pleads, that he ain't pleading to no man. The way he pleads with his might, with his power, man.
Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with the spiteful minds to cast it out for prayers.
God, and that's what they have done, man. They appointed the land to themselves, all right, via the Balfour Declaration. All right, 1940. That's also why we call them the 1948ers, man. All right, because they was appointed that land, all right, through the Balfour Declaration in 1948. All right, and what they did was they tried to use that as a fulfillment of prophecy, man. All right, but they went wrong. They went wrong in one instant. All right, because the Lord said once the true people got into that land, then it would be war no more, man.
It also you can tell that was a fulfilling prophecy because the exact day in 1948 when they first moved into the land, all hell war broke out. The exact same day. As soon as they moved to the land,
they try to make it seem. They try to liken that particular instance to the war in Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? Because they said the way that they try to spin it was that there's no way that they could have fought a war against all those surrounding nations and win in that short amount of time. And they did win, apparently, but they tried to spin it like that was because the Most High was with them.
Yeah,
and the
Lord was with them. Ultimately, the Lord was with them.
But like I said, they was trying to make it seem like that was the war of Armageddon.
We get it. But the thing is, the Lord was with them, right? Because the Lord had allowed them to go into the land, to do what? To fulfill prophecy, man. All right?
It's a take
Con, yeah, Joel 3. Yeah, we'll bring it out in a little bit.
Yeah, perfect.
This is Isaiah 2. I'm going to start at 1. It says, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
All right, so that's a future prophecy, man.
Right.
All right, it said that all nations are going to come unto Israel, man. All right, hey, and guess what? All nations are not flowing to that place, man.
Hell no.
All right, that place is desolate, man.
Right.
They have to import everything in that land to make it seem somewhat flourishable, to make it seem like it's flourishing. All right?
And if it wasn't for America paying them tithes, literally yearly,
basically giving them food stamps.
Reparations.
Be giving them reparation tithes. And mind you, they wouldn't even have an army if it wasn't for every nation under the sun. When they first moved into that land, the FJs was buying weapons from everybody. Didn't matter who it was. Yo, you got guns? I need them. You got missiles? I need them. And then they were backed by the EU, America, and then they built the military. Now they could so they could basically, Esau could supplant himself in the Holy Land. That's all that's about.
Yeah, it's a lot. Verse 3 says, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord.
So say out of Zion shall go forth the law, man.
And the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Hey, it said out of okay, so the law is going to Jerusalem is going to be the headquarters, man. All right, and from Jerusalem, we're going to govern the whole planet and the whole universe, man. All right, that's going to be that light on the hill, man.
And not to mention, brothers, it's going to be very well seen everywhere because it's going to be 1,500 miles up in the air.
The wall.
That's see that shit from anywhere.
It also proves that they not the real. It also proves that they're not the real Jews because you just said that the laws will go out. The laws and everything will go out from Jerusalem. They out there doing what? Having the biggest gay parade on
Tel Aviv.
know what I'm saying? You got war breaking out. You got foreigners living in the land.
Right.
When we get the land back, when the true Israelites get the land back, it's only going to be us living in the land.
Now on that gate.
Exactly.
Verse 4, it says that he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
So if this the case, then what's going on now, man? All right, you guys see. The thing is, you wacky tacky Christians, you vocab Malones. All right, y'all gotta explain. Y'all gotta explain these things, man.
Right.
You can't just negate what's going on. All right, or look the other way, or act like you can't act like the elephant, or don't want to address the elephant that's in the room, man. You got to explain these things. The Lord said once the real people got over there, then they should learn war no more, man. All right? But hey, you got, like the brother said, you got Palestinians taking matters in their own hands, running down on FJs, shooting them in their head, all right? And pretty much, it's pretty much a civil war right now, man. All right, so explain this, okay, vocab. Explain this, you Christians, all right? Hey, because you actually got Christians that's supporting the folly, man. All right, they donating money. They talk about Israel, God's chosen people are under. Listen, when we get into the kingdom, there ain't gonna be no such thing as God's people being under attack, man. All right, we're gonna be on the offense, man. All right, we're gonna be bringing the hell, man.
This is to prove to furthermore to prove the point. It says Ezekiel 39. I started at 8. Behold, it is come, and it is done, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah. That is the day whereof I have spoken. This is like in the future when the kingdom of heaven is established. And it says, and they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth, and shall set on fire and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers, and the bows and the arrows, and the handstaves and the spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years.
Hey, but over there in the land, what they doing, man? They got an iron dome over there, man. Right, they gotta protect themselves from rockets raining down on them, man.
Hundreds of rockets.
And that's just a prelude of what's to come, man. All right, that's what you call the appetizer, man. All right, the full course is going to ultimately be those nuclear missiles, man.
Ezekiel 39:10. It says, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years, talking about the weapons. And it says, so that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, for they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoil them, and rob those who rob them, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's beautiful because you know what Esau do, destroy everything, cut down all the trees, kill the water, the food. And this is talking about taking the weapons down. They're not gonna be able to cut a tree anymore.
Not without our permission,
Exactly.
at least.
The blessing is
All
being
right,
taken.
you cut down the motherfucking tree. Whatever you use to cut that tree down, if you ain't get our permission, then you gonna get cut down like that tree,
Yo,
man.
what's crazy is Trip set up Trip. Remember when one of his servants had cut down a tree on his land, and he wanted killing the servant.
So that's the spirit, man.
He killed the servant because the servant cut a tree down. He like, yo, where y'all get this wood from? You got this on my land? Show me where it was at. He found the tree. Boom. His wife tried to say, oh, you've been living on this shit forever now. He's like, I own this shit. You want to killing the servant?
Yeah, man. Hey, that's how it's gonna go, man. You know somebody hold it?
I got a bunch of articles and shit getting to that.
It's Isaiah 14:2 to land back off the Ezekiel. And the people shall take them and bring them into their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
So that means that it should be a bunch of German slaves in Israel right now, right?
A bunch of Hamite slaves.
You know what I mean? But
There should be a lot of servitude going on.
right. That all these scriptures we bringing out is
Not only should be a lot of servitude, but that should be built up and beautiful, man.
Right,
yeah. And magnified, man.
It's like this. It's like the whole world should be looking to the east. Like, yo, I just want to look at the wall.
Right.
Dude, great remember it says the gates will be open continuously because everybody gonna be bringing their goods in. They be like, yo, I got a pound of gold. I'm just gonna take it so I can look at the damn thing.
No, that's what really happened. It's gonna be so beautiful.
Right.
You just want to see it. I got something to see the wall. Where we're at.
They're like, what's your tribute? Look, man, it's all I got. But
Taking it still, get the fuck out of here, kick him in his ass, man.
Hey, ain't no streets paved with gold over there right now.
nah.
Right.
You got something about?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, continuing in verse 2, Isaiah 14, it says, and they shall rule over their oppressors. I just keep going. Continuing. Verse 3, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Now, how is that possible? You got the so-called FJs over there going through it. Palestine people over there popping them in their head. That's, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing good going on at all. But then the day though, they're supposed to be in rest right now. They're supposed to be in utter peace. They getting shot down.
Right, Gaza's. How many missiles been shot at freaking Israel? Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. Israel's missile defense shit is fucking scary. You know how you hear about missile defense till you see that shit.
Yeah,
Gaza, Gaza sent. I think it was like
you
that
see
first
them,
day.
like, hit the shit. And
Yo, it literally. They call
like
it
a
an
video
Iron
game.
Dome, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, literally, you see like 100-something missiles being shot out of nowhere. You see these, doom.
It almost looked like chariots.
Yo,
but know that it
literally,
was, like, that
people
shit, wow.
recording as if the missiles exploding above their heads because the Iron Dome, the missile defense system, is taking these motherfuckers out.
Listen, I knew what it was. I woke up the next morning after it
like-
popped off, and it was like 35 dead in Gaza, 5 dead in Tel Aviv. Like,
Real shit.
Damn.
Yo, real shit.
Crazy over there,
Real
man.
shit. Cause yo, it'd be like
you know?
Gaza, whole building was just whole building was blown down. It'd be like Tel Aviv, 3 people dead, 1 from a fatal gunshot wound. You'd be like, that's it? All the fucking missiles that were shot, bro. So now when not to get off topic, but when
through the spirit, that could be a downplay too.
Right.
I was thinking that. You wrapped up.
That could be a downplay because
well, no, they got the videos.
No. I'm not saying what I'm talking about. That's a downplay on how many they died. Because they don't want to look like they don't want to look weak.
Get their ass whooped.
Yeah, they don't want to look weak, so they're going to say, you know what I mean? Well, this many people died on their side, but we only took 7 losses or whatever. Well, really, it could have been 700.
No, it's more losses.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you're right.
You know, Esau
and they,
shit, man.
propaganda machine.
Done.
Like, don't tell them
And
that.
that's why
you
they
gotta-
over there destroying all they news media buildings and shit. So it could be it's
are.
one narrative.
Yep, they
You know
are.
what I'm saying?
They shot down because over in Gaza they only have 3 tall buildings. One of them was where the news station shit was at.
Yeah.
They got a video. The one rocket hit the one side. Boom! Half the damn. So like.
Yeah,
Rocket
like
hit this
that.
side, half of it come down,
down,
the 2
right.
sides coming down. Next thing you know, a rocket come out of nowhere. Boom! You see that shit coming. Boom! The whole shit come down. That was the media building.
And they let them know they was going to hit it before they hit it, so they can evacuate.
Yeah.
Hey, they lynched the
Yeah,
one
man.
boy. They lynched the one boy. He was in the back of the ambulance. You seen the bed that they pop up and put him in the truck with? Man, the bed was right next to him. He was right there. They was stomping him, bro. I think he was a Palestinian. I'm like, yo, they
Yeah, no,
getting
Let me
busy
bring this out real
over
quick,
there, bro.
Let me bring this out. Genesis 4:8. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not, am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother blood crieth unto me from the ground, and now art thou cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy head. And I bring this out because Cain and Abel, is a reincarnation of Esau and Jacob and Esau, man. All right, and it says, and now art thou cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and this the point right here, a fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. Salakia, this the point. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. So I brought that out to pretty much show that the Lord is Esau, all right, the FJs, all right, that's the head tribe of Esau, right? And the Lord said that they will be a fugitive and vagabond, right? That's why ultimately these doubles, all right, have changed up who they were. They call themselves white. Why? Because if you're a criminal, what do? You change your identity, right? So, the point of me bringing that out was to show that Esau is a fugitive and a vagabond, and what's happening is the Lord is exposing in the last days. The Lord is taking that veil of protection away from Esau, right? And with the Lord taking that veil of protection away from Esau, all right, his identity is being, all right, found out, man. Everybody's starting to realize. That's why the Lord said he's going to, somebody bring, somebody get that to the man of sin be revealed. Right? All right, so the Lord is taking off taking that veil of protection off of Esau, man. Yeah, got it.
2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And
what was the falling away? The falling away was us falling from our heritage, right? Go ahead, bro.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And that's Esau, Edom, all right? Chiefly the FJs, man, all right, because they're the tribe. So that man, the Lord said that day shall not come unless it be a falling away, and that man that sin, a perdition be revealed. So what's that day? The kingdom of heaven. All right, so this is how we know we in the last days. This is how we know that our salvation is closer than what we believe, because the Lord is exposing this devil for who he is. The Lord is letting the whole world see that this guy is Esau Edom, right? And now Esau Edom that the Bible speaks of, right? So the point I'm making is the Lord is taking that hedge of protection off of Esau. So now what? That's why you got Palestinians running up on FJ, shooting them in the fucking head, man. All right? Go ahead, bring that out, Yeah, come.
It's Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, our power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
God. So that's what the Lord doing. The Lord is slowly but surely taking the curses off of us, and he's putting it on our enemies, man. All right. So it's a beautiful thing. It's actually deja vu, man. You know what I mean? It's actually beautiful, man, to actually see the Lord working in real time, man. All right.
In real time.
Yeah.
Real time.
All right.
Every time I see a freaking missile hit, or when I see the Palestinians running down on some FJs, I'm like,
hey,
Heavenly Father sanctioned that.
Hey, because let me get this.
Finally, he's so protected, man. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
So I'm gonna bring it out again in 14. It said, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Right? Because Esau know once the world found out that he's Esau, all right, that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of, then can somebody get that? It said the hands of the wicked shall be upon you without no, the hands of the right?
That's probably Joe Patton.
What it says, I think it's
Oh, that's Ezekiel.
Yo, bring that up.
Ezekiel 13.
Oh, that's 35.
this is, I forget the timeline, but this is you know, right after the 48ers, you know, inhabited that land, you know, within that decade. This is Gamal Nasser, Prince of Egypt. He said, when he said this to Time magazine, it says when he was asked about peace in the Middle East, the late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, stated, the Jews will never be able to live here in peace because they left here black but came back white.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, so just like the brother said, so just like what the elder brother was saying, you know, the man, he wandered into that land and he took it over, you know, by force and whatnot, man. And so now the reckoning is happening, man. All right, blood is even pursuing you, even though you're portraying to be the real people of the Lord, man, the people of peace, so to speak. You know what I mean? You know. So everything that you're trying to do, you know, number one, you being exposed who you really are, all right, and have been getting exposed, okay, and now your kingdom is falling, man, and you seeing it.
It's Ezekiel 35, and no, I'm starting 5. Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in time that their iniquity had an end.
Hey, and listen, those FJs, all right, okay, because, hey, and when you think about it, all right, all the Esau and Edom gonna pay, but the FJs had a special part to play in the transatlantic slave trade, all right?
They actually funded the shit.
So they had a special hand in that, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yo, get the joint where it says, war with Amalek.
So you telling me they funded their own captivity? That's what they trying to spend.
Right, yo, bro.
Really, what they're trying to say is,
I mean, like,
yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
In a sense, they did.
Right, because
All that propaganda of the Holocaust was kind of the work of the Jews at the same time.
Right. Go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel 35:7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. God damn. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and yea, shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
You know it's real when he says perpetual desolations. Meaning like it's an everlasting, ongoing form, man. Desolation will just keep pursuing.
God, it says since thou hast not hated blood, man. All right, because hey, these doubles, it says they can't. It says that they cannot they cannot practice. They practice wickedness. What it says when they sit upon their beds. Yeah, bring that out.
Perpetual going to unending time. No beginning, no end.
It's Micah 2. Micah 2.
Like he lives in Revelation 1.
Look at me.
They ain't even no bench.
Iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Yeah, that's what all these FJs do, man. They control everything. Everything you see from the pipeline to the kill shot the MOB, all right, to the collapse of the economy, all right, all the wars, all right, everything that you see.
Micah 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Yeah, and that's the elite, man. All right, that's the elite bankers. All right, okay, because they got the power to actually crash a economy. All right, they got, because what the Lord say, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, man. Job 9:24, man. All right, so they got the power in their hands, literally, to shape and mold the world how they see fit. All right, and the Lord said, woe to them, man. All right, somebody got the war with Amalek. Go ahead, bring that out. I was on that, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Exodus 17 and 16.
This is why the Lord said this.
For he said, because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
Oh shit.
Good. So the Lord swore, man. All right, that he would have war, all right, with these people over the land from generation to generation. And the fact that we see rockets dropping, that the Palestinians running up on them, shooting them, all right, executing them in broad daylight is a testimony that the Lord is being the man of his word, man. All right.
It's going, yo. They calling it a new age apartheid, but that's Esau's devices. Esau, literally, it doesn't matter what name Esau tries to hide behind. His natural nature comes to the light, man. Because literally all he's doing is persecuting other people for being in the land because they're supposedly different. He out there raping, rob, pillaging, trying to call them less than human, less than men, just because they're different. That's because Esau knows. Esau's the cancer of the earth and also the minority of the earth, man. Every other nation out does it.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, those FJs, man, they super wicked, man. You can tell just by their countenance, man. All right, they even when they talk, man, it's in a sneaky way, man. All right, it's in when they talk, it's in a serpent manner, man.
Hey, y'all brothers gotta watch that Adam Sandler movie when he's supposed to be a Jew. That's his.
Yo, he is a Jew though.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, Adam Sandler is an FJ.
It goes into exactly what he's saying. It shows you their nature, their mind.
Yeah.
Greedy and still.
That movie?
Beautiful how that joint ended. Yeah, it was beautiful how that joint
That's
ended.
my Opal.
Because at the end of the day, if you look at it, there's that's the joke about Amalek from the rip, is that they got a penchant for this money, man, for penny pinching. How they got the diamond industry under lock. You know what I mean? And all these things, the law firms and things like that. You know, you hear niggas talk about, getting a Jewish lawyer and this, that, and the third.
Because as long as you pay them that money, you're getting off.
Exactly.
You be like, yo, bro, you kill 3 people? Hey, look, bro. And $1 million each.
$1 million
Million each with a 10% interest on top. So make that I need 3,600,000. The 600,000 pay the judge 3 mil money. You gonna get off. All right.
Crazy. And I mean, all of these things that they get into is their culture. You got to think, man. If you look into the history of the diamond industry, look at the history and the evidence behind all these different laws and just the whole legal system in general. Who's it set against, man? You know what I mean?
They said against the real Israelites.
Real Israelites, exactly. You know, even the diamond industry, them Sierra Leoneans,
Sierra Leone.
there are people, man.
People, yep. Congo, all that.
Exactly, man. You know, and in contrary to popular demand, a diamond's not even the most precious rock in the world, man.
This shit we ain't even seen before.
You know what I mean? But they cornered that industry and used their propaganda, okay, to corner the market because they had already bought all the land unjustly in those African regions, man. You know, so this just goes back to what the brother was saying, that, you know, everything they do is underhanded. It's their culture to subvert nations, man.
God, it ain't it funny that
And make a profit off of it.
it ain't it funny that the whole world now acknowledges that the Lord has a chosen people. All right, when we talking about the so-called blacks, Latinos, or chosen people, everybody talking about we all equal. Now there's war going over there with the FJs, and now everybody talking about pray for God's chosen people, man.
Right.
All right, when they not even really the chosen people. All right. They should really be praying for us.
Right. Meanwhile, we actually been under attack for the past 600 years. You know what I mean? More than that, really.
1,000? Bro, past maybe.
Right, because when you was counting all of us.
3,000, bro. Matter of fact, since
Right.
we was going throughout the land of Canaan, matter of fact, since we got out of Exodus, since Exodus, bro, we've been in constant war. If you think about it, it's been a battle after battle after battle after war after war after battle. Then it was then it was captivities. No, I'm talking about we were captives and then we were slaves. We were captives and then we were slaves. Because a lot of people don't remember, we were captives under certain nations that we didn't call as slavery. You know what I'm saying? So
This Proverbs 4:16, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall, man. Hey, that's Esau in a nutshell, man. All right, they can't sleep. See, the thing is, all right, they naturally wicked, we naturally righteous, man. All right, we know we did something wicked. That'll fuck our sleep up. With Esau is the total opposite. If they don't do anything wicked, then they can't sleep, man.
Hey, Psalms 28 says that they speak peace to their neighbors.
Yo,
Mischief is in their heart.
Yo, matter of fact, grab that
This is Micah 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Proverbs 4:16, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall, man. All right? So they sitting up there, they like, damn, I gotta, what can we do? Oh, let's pull out the kill shot. Or what can we do? Let's shut down the pipeline. Or what can we do? That sounds good. Then I can sleep good at night. Then I could turn around and drink my latte and fall asleep knowing that I did some wickedness,
That's
man.
how Esau feel productive.
Yeah, that's how they feel productive, man. All right?
You know what? But you know what though,
The
dude?
word about this.
It's done. It's done now.
Good looking.
Through righteousness though, we're gonna do the same thing.
The bird thanking the Lord. They thanking the Lord right now. Call on y'all about
Oh, yeah, some ice cream over there.
like they Israelites, they ain't gonna care now.
Yeah, man.
We should just give them the crust.
Go ahead.
No, what I was saying was, through righteousness, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna wake up, hey brother, what you got going on? I'm thinking about fucking Esau today.
Yup,
You
and
know what I'm saying?
that's gonna be righteous, man.
Righteous.
Right. Now, man.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, my digging plan.
I'm gonna ride Ariel Cotel on this one. I'm like, hey
Burning
bro, his ideas is crazy as fuck.
No, but listen, I told you about my digging plan.
What's that mean?
It's going to be right above Ariel's plan.
parallel.
As they're digging, it's going to get hotter. And as it gets hotter, what happens to soil when it heats up? It gets harder.
That's like an Amos 519.
It's going to
That's bare metal. Fucked up.
Bro, they're not gonna see sunlight ever. Start digging, and when you get to the other side, you'll see the light. And as they get to the other side, there y'all gonna be sitting there with his little club sandwich,
my club sandwich, whatever it might be.
sitting in the fire and shit like.
You're gonna spend the rest of your days turning big rocks into little rocks.
All right,
Hey, the brother from mine be like, yo, that sound like Psalms 155, verse 2 through 15. Right there. Read it all the way through.
All right, so this is going into war, more war over in Israel. It says, IDF approves a plan for possible ground invasion into Gaza. The reason why they say they're planning this ground invasion is because the Palestinian people are starting to say, fuck it. Yo, we were just over here in Ramadan trying to pray. Y'all out here with fucking gas and what's it called? The water hydrant Jones. Persecuting the people, basically telling them, basically evicting them, literally walking into people's houses and like, you gotta get out, this is my house now.
Hey yo, and that show you that the Lord ain't with the Islam bullshit either. Alright? Hey, that just goes to show you that the Lord ain't with them, period, bro.
With the Heavenly Spirit, with the Heavenly
yo,
Father
think
doing
about it.
this,
Think about it, yo.
like, yo.
Ishmael and Esau both got rejected by the Lord, bro. They are both brothers that got rejected by the Lord. And they going hand to hand. You know what I'm saying?
They both got their blessing already.
They
consolation,
you know what I'm
so to
saying?
Right. That also going to show you that when the curse is being translated, it's not just on Esau.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's on the rest of
It's
those
on
nations.
all those nations as well, man. You know?
Right here, it says on Thursday, Israeli troops have begun amassing at Gaza's border amid widespread rumors of preparation for ground invasion. It comes also as violence between Jewish and Arab communities inside Israel ratcheted further overnight, taking the form of mob riots, attacks on either mosques or synagogues. Overnight, from Wednesday, Israeli media estimates that 150 rockets and mortar shells were fired from the Gaza Strip into Thursday, bringing the total fired since fighting began early this week to 1,500 total rockets. Israel has in return continued to pound the densely packed Gaza Strip with airstrikes. Now, mind you, these Palestinians live on the West Bank. So, look at it like this. Israel is a box. These motherfuckers are down here, and it's little ass strip.
It's literally a strip.
Little ass strip. All of Israel is not touched. They over the fuck here, and they've been bombarding in airstrikes and bombs, and that's why they call him a terrorist. The Palestinian boy, they call him a terrorist, but that motherfucker like, yo, it's us versus all of that.
Yo, you know what I noticed? They call you an army when you got a lot of people with you, but when there's a little bit of people, you terrorists, right?
Yeah.
All right, even though you could be defending yourself, all right, and you know, pretty much protecting yourself and your family, you're considered a terrorist.
Right.
Like you said earlier, look, it says Israel has in return continued to pound the densely packed Gaza Strip with airstrikes. It says with the death toll soaring to at least 83 Gazans killed, including 17 children, and an additional almost 500 wounded, according to the Gaza Health Ministry on Thursday. At least 7 Israelis have died, including a 5-year-old boy, with dozens injured from the inbound rockets. So you're trying to tell me? Well, it makes more sense though. It makes more sense that that Palestinians want to have more casualties because it's a small strip. You know where they all at.
It's very dense.
You know where they all at. It's like
You got them pinpoint.
matter of fact, right here, North Philly. Where all the Jake at? Most of them North Philly. You might have some spread out in South Philly. You might have some over here, but you want to go to the hood? Go to North Philly, bro. When people talk about Philly, they talk about North Philly. You know what I'm saying? So all these guys, Palestinians, they all on the Gaza Strip. So Israel has a whole army, the real terrorists, and they just dropping airstrike after airstrike after airstrike, not regarding none of the people, because they look at the people less than human. They look at them less than human. So that's why they out there killing them. But then the Palestinians are basically, it's like, bro,
Die on the sword type.
we're gonna die. Listen, we're gonna go out honorably. So now they fighting back.
Okay, this is all the workings of Yahweh Shemi Shai, man.
Right.
All right, we are actually seeing the beginning stages of what you would call World War III, man. All right,
Look, right here, it says the Israeli army gets ready. It says the Israeli army gets ready, moves tanks to the Gaza Strip region. Now, mind you, you got. Now we don't know what the Palestinians got. We know they sent off a couple hundred missiles, so they must got something. But they not a strong army like Israel. So we about to see a great slaughter. World War III is definitely going to end up starting pretty soon because with the EU has already been talking about all out wars about to break out.
well, let me say this. World War III has already pretty pretty much started, man. It's already begun.
It's like a Cold War.
Right, because actually, because listen, you gotta think, America. See, right now it's Israel and the Palestinians, right? But America's got a short memory, man. All right, you done forgot about North Korea, you done forgot about China, all right. You done forgot about Russia.
He said
all right?
Shalom is digging planet. Somebody said Shalom is digging planet.
Yeah,
Yes, bro.
you got all these countries that's still in the spirit of or in the background, if you will. All right, setting traps and snares. All right, to come against and destroy America, man. All right, you don't think these other countries are sitting back, jocking and seeing how can they manipulate the whole situation?
America look weak too.
Yeah, but well, America is weak.
No. What I'm saying is, you're right. I'm just adding to what you're saying. America looks weak, so it's like it's blood in the water. They like, yo, man. They like, yo.
They just waiting for the right time to strike, man. All right.
You see, when war happens, bro, no one regards the people. It's governments fighting. Governments is the ones beefing with each other, and it trickles down to war break out over here. War break out over here. Oh,
now what they say, all wars are what? Ranking wars, man. All right. This is how the rich get rich, man. All right, and that's why ultimately they did a money transfer with this whole CV thing, man. Right? And they turned billionaires into trillionaires, man. Why? Because ultimately, what Esau doing? Matter of fact, can somebody get that? You have stacked treasures together for the last days? Go. What you going?
That's James 5. I got the last word.
Yeah, bring that out. No, matter of fact, bring that out. Yeah, bring that out.
James 5 again.
This is Jeremiah 49.
Go ahead,
I'm going to start at 19. It says, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her. Who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
Yeah, who's the least of the flock, man? Israel, man. Right? Because what's going to happen is Israel is at war with the Palestinians. Then Iran is backing up the Palestinians. So America is going to have to back up Israel. All right, and that's going to then once America back up Israel, then what's going to happen? Russia is going to get in it and back up Iran, man. All right, and then you have
China going to jump in.
and then you have like you said, China, so forth and so on. But it's all perfectly orchestrated by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the ultimate war tacticianist, man.
You know what's crazy?
Because
All right.
North Korea just waiting to hop into anything. Just,
Hey, and
North
if
Korea
I'm
like this.
mistaken, I think it's North Korea allies with
Iran
Russia, ain't they?
Iran and Russia.
So they-
anything against America.
Yeah, so
They're like,
they-
oh, you don't like
know what I
America?
mean? What did it say? You're the
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
friend.
And the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
God.
Damn, so for real, already from the setup, there's way more. It's a roll on already.
Yo, but what's crazy is what makes it worse is who's really going to destroy America though? It's going to be their allies. They're in the super trick.
God. That's why
Right,
the Lord
because
said.
they're going to start to see that, damn.
It's probably going to be because of these wars.
Yeah,
and
because
it's-
they're
and
gonna
motherfuckers
see it like, damn,
hold up. So really, it's up to me. If I join with them, then we
I
can
can
finally take down
Con.
the bully of the world.
Bully
You
of
know
the
what I'm
flock,
saying?
man.
So, you know, all them other nations, they gonna ride with what's convenient, or what they think is convenient. You know,
That's why I said,
the winning side.
how's the hammer of the earth cut asunder, man? All right, the Lord said everybody that got nuclear missiles pretty much shoot them over to America, man.
Spare no
Anybody
And that's
spare
how
no
it
arrows,
goes.
man.
I mean, it's always like that's just
Say
like.
all you that bend the boat, man.
But look, now
But look how Julius Caesar went down.
Right, but look, just remember, just 1,500 rockets were in the past week. 1,500. That's a lot of fucking rockets. And you gotta think, he said, his brother just said, spare no arrow.
Yo, through the spirit. Yo, that's the Lord starting. Yo, for real. You know how I take that? Like you said, the rocket's flying already. I take that like the Lord is starting to spring clean already, man. Till he ultimately bring the big boys, those nukes. Yeah. But he's starting out, you know, with the smaller, cleaner, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This is going. Yeah, I got it. Y'all
go ahead, bring that out.
It's Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
God,
It sure is.
God, there it is. One of y'all, you holding that?
You got James. You got the James 5.
Yeah, bring that out.
It's James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as if it were fire. Ye shall heap treasure, Salaki. James 5:3. It says, ye have heaped treasure together for the last days.
It said you have heaped treasure together for the last days. We're in the last days. And like, I brought this up because I was saying, all right, before the other precepts, I was saying that that during this whole CV thing, that a lot of billionaires became trillionaires. And you got to think, why is that? Ultimately, it's like a bear or a squirrel stacking his nest together for that cold winter, man.
I see.
All right.
Yeah, we just got done talking about how they're buying up all the water,
The land?
the water, the land, farmland, like natural gases, like literally, and then literally, they've literally been buying up all the water, all the fresh water, bro. It's being bought up like we own this lake. Fuck you.
Hey, so at the end of the day, that's Esau gathering treasures together for the last days. That's him trying to hoard. All right, because ultimately the bottom line is Esau think that he's going to rise from the ashes and start all over again. So in these Edomite minds, like what it said, they inward thought that they houses will continue on and on, man. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So it's like this. If you know something coming down the pipeline, right? You like, yo, let me stack as much money as I can. It's like equivalent to somebody paying the doomsday preppers. All right? Esau prepping, getting all the, because you remember years back, all right, they was buying up all the gold and shit. All right? But why? Because they getting ready to ultimately, because Esau know that, well, America, I'm gonna say this, America know that it's finished. So it ultimately, in order for America to think that it got to go to war. Like I said, the Lord got these Edomites in a slippery place, man. They got to go to war. They got to have World War III. But see, what Esau think is, he think that the Heavenly Father is a man that he should lie, man. He think that the Heavenly Father is not who he say he is. So Esau think it's going to be, he's going to have World War III. And then he's going to emerge from the ashes, all right, with all his riches, all right, and start all over again, enslaving the people that's around the world, man. But that's not going to happen, all right? That's not going to happen.
It's a lot of pride.
I got the my bad. I got the map of Israel right now, and where everything is occupied, like who occupies what. So the Palestinians, they got this small little strip of Gaza that's been hit. It's the West Bank. So they own the Palestinians all through here. And this is where they've been bombing at everywhere. They've been bombing the shit out of this place right here, Gaza. And West Bank is also where they at. So
yeah, show the camera for edification, bro. You probably can't see it, but
you probably can't see it, but where you see dark shaded, that's where all the Palestinians are in Israel. This is all Israel right here. And everything in light gray is all FJs and shit. But this is what, so right there, that little small spot, that's where they've been bombing. That's Gaza right there. But the West Bank, and this is where they've been trying to take all their homes and basically persecuting the rest of them right here.
yeah. that's a little bit better. Yeah, bring that out.
It's the book of James 5 and 4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies.
But who's the laborers? The laborers are us Israelites, man. All right, we you know, it said cut back by fraud, man. All right. Is that the one that says you had where it say you go vomit the treasures up? Get that joint where it says you had swallowed down treasures. You vomit it up. You got swallowed down. Yo, keep that. Keep where you at.
All right, I'm just reading a little bit to see if it.
Yeah, swallowed down treasures.
I got it. You got it. You got it.
All right, Con.
Job 20.
Hold that. Go ahead with that.
P4?
Yeah.
Con, it's James 5 and 4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. It says, ye have lived in pleasure on the earth.
Start over.
All three. It's the book of James 5 and 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and ye shall eat your flesh as it were fire.
All right, stop. Boom. Hit that.
Job 20:15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly.
All right. So, hey, that's how it's going to happen, man. You swallow down all the riches, you got all the gold, you got all the silver, but guess what, man? All right, in your underground bunkers, in your underground cities, all right, gold and silver and precious stones and all that. Listen, man, we listen. That's preserved for the elect, man. All right, that's going to be what we use to build up the kingdom of heaven, man. And that's the Lord beautiful, bro. Yo, that's how the Lord got you on the trip. You actually preserving all this, think it's gonna be yours. When you turn around,
Luke too.
yeah, when you turn around, really, that's gonna be that's everything that you establish is gonna be built up. Hey yo, if brothers can find it, you don't have to, but it's a precept that kind of go into. It said, it's like a man how he say, yeah, I have stacked up money. Yeah, yo, grab that joint, man. Because that go right into it, man. It says thou fool. You know what I mean? Huh? Hold on, we ain't finished with the finish. No, I'm telling you, no. That's what I'm with the book of Jeremiah. Okay. This is all doing some other shit.
Yeah, like he's storing up. Yeah, he's storing it for somebody else.
Why you got a mask on? It's a book jam. No, how they were saying that if you got they just released.
Oh, I got it.
Not in Philadelphia though.
All right, let's do this all over again. You shoot that, boom.
What, you want me to hit James 5 again?
Yeah, hit that again.
I got it.
Put it on Facebook and all.
It's James 5 and 1. I'm gonna go right to the point. James 5 and 3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fired. Ye have heaped up treasure together for the last days.
Go ahead, bro.
Job 20:15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly.
Luke 12. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits.
Yeah, you got so much riches, you don't even have nowhere to put it, man. Hey, that's why the Lord said, if the great gatherers came and basically stole, would they not leave anything, man? Go ahead, bro.
And it says, and he said, this will I do. I will put down my barns and build greater. And there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods.
That's Esau. Hey, what do you say? Desolate places.
Build desolate places.
Yeah. You turn and build desolate places. Thou shalt be shall rebuild, but the Lord gonna throw down, man. Go ahead, Op.
It says, and I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry.
Yeah, that's what the elite said. Hey, that's why I said, when thou fillest thy belly, what? He's gonna cast down what? He's gonna cast down that glittering sword on your ass, man.
That's right.
Read that again, huh?
It says, Luke 12:19, and I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years.
Yeah, we got all the riches, all right? We're about to fill our belly. Go ahead.
Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry.
Eat, drink, and be merry. Go ahead.
It says, but the Most High said unto him,
But the Lord said, what?
thou fool,
Thou fool.
this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall think those things be which thou hast provided? Oh shit.
So the Lord said, you fool, you didn't gather all these things. You want something to say, bro?
No,
That's
I
more-
said,
that's more me.
when he said that, like, I was thinking about the Mortal Kombat joint. Give me your soul.
God.
Soul is mine.
So the Lord said, thou fool, you know, you stacked all these treasures up, all right, and you feel like you're comfortable, but guess what? This night I'm gonna require your soul, man.
Yo,
Yeah,
That's
chill
crazy.
out.
That's because he was talking to his soul, like, soul, that's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
The Lord like, give me that.
Now, man, the Lord like, look, man, now who all these things gonna go to, man? Go ahead, bro.
Luke 12:20, but the Most High said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward the Most High? And he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life.
Very rich towards the Most High, meaning you got treasures in the carnal, but you didn't stack up the treasures in the heavens, man.
I'm bold.
Go ahead, shoot it out.
What you got?
Yes.
6 and 19.
Yes, bro. Let me
Yes,
get
sir.
this.
Go ahead, shoot it out.
Let me get it.
Let me get it. Get it. This is the book of Matthew 6 and 19. It says, lay not up your treasures upon earth where moth and rust
That's the
doeth
spirit.
corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But layeth up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Where's Esau treasure?
Where's his heart at?
That motherfucker like, I want everything.
Let me get that.
That was it on
What? Oh, James?
Yeah.
It might be a little while. I hit the wheel, bro.
this shit.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, you want me to start from the top? You can go down to 6.
Yeah, you can bring it. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is the book of James 5 and 1. It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days.
Yeah, you have gathered treasures together for the last days, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
Hey, and that's what we're doing. We out here crying, sighing and crying. All right? All right, and the Lord is, what the Lord say? Mark the men that sigh and cry for the abominations done in the midst. All right? Go ahead, bro.
It's verse 5. It says, ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter.
That's Esau. Go ahead.
Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you.
Con.
That's the so-called
Yeah.
Israelites.
Con. This verse 7.
Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Con. It says, be patient therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he received the early and latter rain.
Yeah, and that's Yahweh Shah, man. All right, Yahweh Shah patiently waiting, all right, for his father to give him the order to come back to break shop, man. That's it on that, right?
Yeah, get out.
Go ahead, hit that real quick.
Yep, this is Sirach 10:8. Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
double honor to the elders at Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the occupants, which is the word throughout the four corners of the planet. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
Go
Beautiful.
That shit was poetry.
Beautiful.
That was poetry.
Always
That shit was connected.
Shalom, Akim.